This was my very first missions trip.
Ever?
Ever.
No place I would rather be. No place I would rather be. No place I would rather be.
I was thinking, you know, like we'd go down and stay in buildings and go out into the villages, you know, every now and then, and not really be in the middle of, you know, the poverty area. But as it turned out, we stayed like right in the middle of where people were needy, which was cool because then, you know, every morning you woke up and there was a new way you could help. And it wasn't like, you know, you had to wait to go there. It was like you were there.
I loved the medical outreach. We weren't necessarily inside the medical room, you know, helping out with blood pressure and all that stuff, but we were, you know, helping occupy the children, and getting to play with them and see a smile on their face was definitely very fun. And I know I got to dress up as Batman, and it was awesome. I loved it.
The first day we went out with the other team and we met that kid named Jefferson, and how he wanted to learn English so bad and how he longed to be like us when we go over there, and like towards the end of the trip we longed to be more like them. And then towards like the end, he kept asking us different words. Like he came up to me and Joseph and was like, tree, how do you say tree? And then eventually me and Taylor and Allie all like were standing right there, and we're like just telling him like t-shirt and how to say girl and boy and shoes and socks and everything, and like it just really showed me how like willing they are over there.
The huts where they would live were, in the villages, they were mostly like mud and sticks and palm thatch roof. And then around the areas where we were staying, they would have like sheet metal put together, or you know, basically really whatever they could find. It looked like they just pieced together houses. They were shacks, really.
They were all outside, and then as soon as they saw that we were like Americans and we were coming to help them, they like all ran in their houses and like changed into their better clothes, even though it was still like pretty shabby. It was their better clothes, and they were also like willing to see us. And that was interesting, just to see how much they respected us even when they don't even know us.
I had the mindset, I'm sure a bunch of us did, going in there to actually change people's lives.
There was a little girl and her parents, and she was sick, and they wanted us to pray for her, and we got to actually go inside her house, and to see what they live on and to see, you know, how welcoming they are was just so sweet. And they didn't actually end up coming to the church for whatever reason, you know, the little girl's sick. So me and a couple of the others came back and brought them a bag of rice and a bag of beans, and they were so grateful. I mean, they're so grateful just for the smallest things.
We went there to give them food, to help them out, but in return, I got this whole new, just eye-opener of life. We're going there, you know, but we're not actually really prepared for what we're getting in return. And I actually didn't expect that at all.
On the mango farm that we stayed, right across the street, there was a bunch of kids and families that lived over there, and like I guess a little neighborhood sort of thing. And so we were going over there to give away whatever we hadn't given away in the villages, just toys and candy and stuff. And Lauren had some shoes that she was giving away. And I had a pair of flip-flops on, and I was like, you know, I wonder if anyone needs them. So I was looking around, and I was looking at everybody's feet, and there was a girl that was around my age, and she was holding her little brother. And she didn't have any shoes on. So I went up to her, and I said, you know, I asked her if she had shoes, and she said no. So I took my shoes off, and I gave them to her, and I helped her put them on her feet. And then her mom came over, and her mom was like, no, 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 you know, take your shoes back, take your shoes back. And I was like, no, it's all right. I was like, I have shoes. I was like, these shoes are for her, these are her shoes. And her mom was just, you know, so amazed that someone would come, you know, from another country and, you know, come over and not only love on them, but, you know, give away shoes. It was just, she was really touched. Showing that you care. Not even so much having to, you know, give something really expensive away, but just showing that, you know, that you love them and that you care. And it works around here too, like in America, like when you just, you know, sit down and really pay attention to someone and love on them and, you know, don't just pass them over.
If you're thinking about going on a missions trip, you know, I would definitely encourage you to go on it. Whether it's the DR or, you know, to a different state, go.
Don't even think twice, because it'll really, really change your life, and there's nothing like it.
Do everything you can, have faith that God will provide the money, and go with an open heart and open mind.
Get out of the comfort of your own place, your own home, your own, you know, lifestyle, and get away from that, and you'll receive something that you completely never imagined.
It will open up your heart and open up your eyes beyond belief.
I think everyone needs to do it at least once, if not a lot of times, because God really, really moves, and He comes back with you and moves through you here.
No place I would rather be. No place I would rather be than here.